Mike, when we talked to you after the loss in Oklahoma City, you were frustrated by the pain, how it was affecting your shot. And you were forced to rebound with one arm. Tonight, 5 for 6 from three, 8 boards. What changed?
I mean, a couple of days in between is helping at this point. So it felt a little bit better overall today. We taped it up good. We did the injection before the game, which I was trying to like space out and not do the injection every game, but right now it's kind of needed. So I did that. It felt a little bit better, and then I was just able to knock down some shots. I still don't feel like I'm able to fully play physical or bump guys the way I would like to, but I'm able to do what I can. And tonight, some shots went down for me, and it felt good. Nah, not cortisone. Just a numbing thing. I think lidocaine, like a little numbing shot in there just to help make it feel better. I wanted to stay away from the steroids, but yeah, I'm doing the lidocaine shot.
Michael, you talk about the physical part. What about the mental part, about just getting your head straight with everything and turning that around tonight?
I mean, it's been tough to, it's the playoffs, and I'm wanting to perform at a high level. And I knew when I decided to try to play through this injury that they told me would be a 4 to 6 week injury before I could return. I mean, they told me that was the norm, 4 to 6 weeks till you return to play, and I was like, I'm not doing that. So I knew trying to suit up, I knew there would be games where I wasn't able to produce how I wanted to. There'd be games where maybe I didn't play as much as I wanted to, but it's the playoffs, and I wanted to go out there and at least try. And so, it's been an up and down playoffs for me, but that's okay because we're in a good position as a team. And, I've had some games where I've gotten some shots to go down in the Clippers series, and now tonight in this game when some guys were struggling from the field, especially in the first half. So it feels good to get out there, and I'm just going to keep trying to stay in a tough mental frame and continue to let this heal. And I think it's going to continue to heal at a faster rate since it's been about a week and a half now. So,
Mike, what does it mean that even though that you are dealing with this injury, this team and this coaching staff still has faith in getting you the basketball, that you can still perform at a high level?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's a constant conversation back and forth, but I'm telling them I'm good. It's not an injury that you can really make. I mean, you can aggravate it and you can delay healing, but it's not an injury that you can make worse unless I was to do the same thing that hurt it. So even though playing on it makes it heal slower, they know that it's not something that's dangerous to play with per se. So they're trusting me to go out there and space the floor, make it easier on other guys if I can, and then I just got to try to contribute on the glass and defensively as best as I can and be ready to knock down open shots.
Michael, as a team, was there a sense, like, let's just get this game to the last 5 minutes. Let's just get to the game to the point where we know what we're going to do, and, we kind of have the advantage with Jamal and Nikola?
I mean, we had times where we felt like we could have separated a little bit tonight, but it was so close. We would go up 1, and then Shea would come down and hit a 3. We would go up 2, and then Jalen would come down and do something amazing. So it was so close the entire game that we just knew we had to hang in there. It wasn't a game really of huge runs. It stayed pretty close. It felt like the entire game. And then, once again, AG, he must have got the Angels with him or something. But I'm so proud of him. I'm happy for him. AG, once again, with the clutch 3 to put it into overtime. I think that's 3 games now in this playoffs that we don't win without his clutch play. So once we got it to overtime, then we knew it was a clean slate. We felt like we had the momentum and the advantage. But, man, they're such a tough team, 1 through 10 or however many guys they decide to play, they all play the same way, and they're a really hard team to beat. So yeah, it was tough. It was a tough game.
Mike, I was going to ask you about Aaron and just his ability to be clutch in these situations. Just where do you think that comes from? And as a player, just how do you go about becoming clutch and becoming mentally tough in these situations?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a lot of guys who are very poised players, top to bottom, man, all throughout the whole season. AG's had his huge moments in the playoffs. CB's had big moments in the regular season. Obviously, Nicole and Jamal are very clutch players as well, and then I feel very comfortable taking shots down the stretch too. I think we just got a mentally pretty strong team, top to bottom, and we got the best closers in the game. I feel like between Jamal and Nicola, and now through these playoffs, AG has been amazing as well. So it's fun when you have those close games down the line. You have so many guys that can step up and make big shots.
You guys limited them to 2 overtime points. What was the goal defensively in that overtime outside of just getting stops and winning?
Yeah, getting stops, but I mean, really trying to show Shea and Jalen a crowd. Those are 2 really, really good players. Chet as well started to get the first half off very well, and we were able to slow him down in the second half, which was big for us. But Jalen and Shea put so much pressure on the rim, it's hard to guard them one-on-one. They both got, strong frames. They're able to bump you and get to their mid-range, and then they're also able to get to the rim. So trying to show those guys a crowd is what we did. But they're such a tough team because they got guys that can make you pay, from 1 through 10. They got guys that if you overhelp, they'll make you pay. So it's definitely a multiple effort type of thing that we got to do against them.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you.